Hi guys, and to all my subscribers, welcome back to my channel, and those of you who are new to my channel, welcome as well to Learn Mandarin Chinese. Now, if you're new to this channel, this video may be very irrelevant to you, but if you are one of my subscribers from last year, then you would have known that I've been very inactive for one whole year. Now, you might be thinking I might not care or might not bother about the channel. Well, I do care about the channel, and I do bother actually helping others because I'm a nice Christian man from China. Now, the main reason for such a long period of inactivity is because I had to really rush back to China because I had a very close relative of mine who passed away, and I never really regained that ability to really do more uploads last year since after the summer, because I was in a lot of grief, and this relative, she was very close to me, very close to me, someone I knew when I was very young, and of course it was a lot of grief. So this year I aimed to actually provide a fresh start, and I'm going to start uploading on March the 31st. So note that March the 31st at 3 PM in the afternoon, which is 15 o'clock AM as well. So I'll be uploading on March the 31st, 3 PM in the afternoon, GMT. So for those who do not know what GMT is, it's Greenwich Mean Time, because I live in the UK. I constantly travel between Birmingham and Manchester, because Birmingham where my family live, and Manchester where I live. So this year I'm going to make a lot of improvements and carry out a lot of maintenance work to my channel, which involves setting up new social media accounts of Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, etc., and Instagram, and also on Chinese social media as well, which I'm considering. And I will also be doing more interactive things like more live streams, and that will be done especially when we get onto the harder topics, onto advanced level and intermediate level, where I feel that if I do these videos and then let you and leave the comment section open, then I might not always get to see those comments because I am at the moment sometimes quite busy. So if we do a live stream, I will see the comments straight away and I will answer all your questions, and I think that will help on addressing the harder topics. Otherwise, I will still be doing my presentations as usual interactively, and also I will be setting my own website where all my presentations, worksheets, info and everything will be on there, and it will be in a lot more depth. The worksheet will have answers, and the answers I'm not giving them out for casual use. So you must complete the worksheet and give me proof by email, like a screenshot saying that you've done it, and I'll give you the password to unlocking the documents to the answers, and you can view them. And please don't give out the answers to other people, because that's cheating, and I don't like people cheating. So yes, I have my own website, and I'm also actually have my own app that will be linked to this Learn Mandarin Chinese channel. I'm actually going to set up an app for that app, because I'm actually now constructing the app, and it should be done right before the 31st March, where my first upload will go. So the app will contain very useful things like audio, podcasts, where I will pronounce passages, sentences, and also I will pronounce every single character of pinyin in the Chinese alphabet in all the tones, and I'll do the initials, then the endings, so you can get used to the sounds, and also we'll look at nasal sounds as well, and I will pronounce them in the podcasts, and that will be on the app and on the website. And I will also put worksheets on the app as well, and I'll put whatever's on the website also on the app, and I will add extra interactive activities on the app. So the app is there so that it's mobile friendly, so it'll be usable both on Android and iOS. And the app really is there, it's just to help you improve your Mandarin Chinese when I am not there uploading or doing a live stream. Now I will be uploading weekends, and I'm aiming to do 2 to 3 lessons a day. so that, you know, we move along smoothly. And I'm not going to go too fast because I don't want to rush it, because as I said, Mandarin Chinese is not the same as English. And you probably heard of Michael Phelps, that famous American, you know 10 times gold medalist swimmer. He, at the Beijing 2008 Olympics, many of you might not know, he said that learning Mandarin Chinese is far more harder than getting 8 gold medals in the Olympics. He even is trilingual. He speaks English, French and German, but he just finds Mandarin Chinese hard. Why? Why is Mandarin Chinese hard? Now, English itself, you just have to learn the meaning of the word. Pronunciation is not something that's, a bit important in English. However, Mandarin Chinese, if you just learn, for example, like English, just the meaning of a certain syllable, then you are going to go nowhere, because one syllable, number one, can have 4 different tones, and each of the tone may be represented by 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different characters because of its different meaning. So you have to learn the meaning, you have to learn the shape of the character, and you have to learn the pronunciation. We are going to start off basic with nouns, like, for example, mountain, which is shan, tian, which is like a field, crop, whatever, and we'll look at he as well, which is also like a lake, as well as we're going to look at the he as in the flower, he. And we're also going to look at basic things like moons, sun, like 日月, etc. And we're going to look at eye, which is 目, and 眼睛, which is 目 is just a basic character to describe the eye. 眼睛 is actually the phrase that means eye. And we're going to look at how the word and the symbol relates, because symbols are very important. And I'm going to go over Chinese history as well in the lessons, because it's important we learn the history, because before Chinese even was written like in block characters like now on paper, it was written in certain symbols, and these symbols in the earliest Chinese scripts, they actually looked like what they were meaning. So the symbols looked like, for example, a rabbit, tu. The early symbol for the rabbit looked like a rabbit, and for elephant, xiang, the same, and hou, the same, mao, same, gou as well, the same. Mao is cat, xiang is elephant, gou is dog, as I wanted to translate for you. So these group of characters, especially when the symbol, which is a character, looks very, like, or I would say not really identical, but very similar to the meaning of the character, which in what we're going to look at is nouns, then these characters are called 象形文字, 象形文字, or what I say in my dialect, 象形文字. And again, Chinese has a lot of dialects, you probably know, Han, etc. You've got Cantonese as well, you've got Southern Hubei, you've got Beijing, you've got Sichuan, you've got Shanghai. For me, I speak Beijing dialect, which is northwestern, and it incorporates a lot of use of what we call Erhuayin, which incorporates sound into the spoken language. When written language, we just write smaller than the other characters to incorporate sounds together. In Chinese as well, like hua can mean picture, and hua is also a verb for to draw or to paint. Paint is like shrub, but hua as in painting a picture means paint. So to distinguish between hua, the noun hua, and the verb hua, we add hua into hua. So if we want to draw a picture, if you wanted to say I'm drawing a picture, or just say drawing a picture, you just say hua hua. And I always find it useful when I teach Mandarin Chinese in my dialect, especially words like like van, which has 2 meanings. It can mean bowl, it can mean night. If I say van it can mean night and it can mean bowl. But I can distinguish between that by using 儿化音 and changing 晚 to 晚儿. 晚儿 means a bowl. 晚 means night. Then that makes it more distinguishable. And I'm telling you, that's a common phrase people mispronounce. I mean, common character even. So with Chinese, you've got to learn meaning, shape, pronunciation. I highly do not recommend you using online apps to learn Chinese because you'll get nowhere. I'm telling you, you'll get nowhere. Because online apps are just going to give you phrases, basic words for you to memorize. However, through time, you're just going to lose that memorization. It's going to get you nowhere. I would rather you learn the grammar, you learn the meaning, you learn the pronunciation, and you learn the shape of these characters and how these characters are derived, because it's important you learn 象形文字, which is a group of characters that are derived from its meaning. So these characters are derived from the meaning. So for example, the character for moon and sun, it's derived from what it looks like. So whatever the sun looks like, whatever the moon looks like, and I will go through that in my presentation. And I will also go through tones, pronunciation of the consonants and the vowels, initials, finals, and nasal sound and combinations. Many of you also may be aware that Chinese is not a language that contains conjugation. Correct, in a sense, because you won't need to learn conjugation for verbs, because endings won't change. Tenses, you're just going to add an extra preposition or an extra phrase just to ideologically tell the person whether it happened before or after, so that goes into cases as well. However, conjugation, on the other hand, can occur in Chinese, especially with adverbs like what, how, when, where, who, because we don't just directly use what as 什么, or who as 谁, or how as 怎么, or where as 哪里, or 哪里, or anything to that effect, because we don't actually say it that way. So if you wanted to ask someone what is your phone number, you don't actually use what as 什么. It doesn't directly translate that, and the word order changes completely, and there is conjugation to that. It's very unusual because in the context. So if I was to ask what is your phone number, I would say 你的. If I wanted to ask telephone number, I would say 电话号码 for telephone number, or mobile phone number is 手机号码. So I would say 你的电话号码是多少? I wouldn't ask 是什么. I would ask 是多少 because for anything like 电话号码, it means a telephone number. So if you ask them a number, you ask them how many. You don't ask them what. You ask them how many. So 多少 is like the conjugation for what in that case. And similarly, if I say, mobile phone wise, if I want to search your mobile phone number, I would say 你的手机号码是多少? We don't say 你的手机号码是什么, because if you said it that way, ending in 什么, which is what, which the what part goes at the end of the sentence, then that's quite informal and quite rude, and we don't normally say it that way in China. I don't want to go into Chinese literature too much, because that you need to be very advanced. There'll be a lot of idioms and there'll be a lot of proverbs, and it's very difficult to understand if I try to explain it to you in English, and it's best for me to explain it in Chinese, because you have to build up the Chinese that way. And again, you probably heard of the 4 famous poems, the Mao, Ba, Ma and Shi poems. The Mao poem consists of, the Mao syllable, which I'm pronouncing Mao as the first tone, and that's Mao syllable is pronounced in all 4 tones. So it's Mao, 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 and Mao. Just using those 4 syllables to form a poem. Well, that is a tongue twister. Same for Ba, which in the 4 tones will be Ba, 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 Ba. And for Ma as well, so Ma, 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 Ma. And similar for Shi, so Shi, Shi, shi. So shi is a hard one. Shi, you know that one. So shi, those four tones. So shi. I constantly hear people pronounce shi as in shi or shi. That is quite a tongue twister, you know, those four tones. But bear in mind, it's actually shi as the neutral tone. Shi, tone number 2. So shi is neutral. I mean, yeah, shi technically people think it's neutral because you just pronounce it shi. But actually, shi is on tone number 4. Shi is tone number 5. This is tone number 4. Sorry, tone number 3. Shi, and the rest I won't go through now. Even I can sometimes go into tongue twisting mode like that. I'm thinking a lot of Chinese people can go into tongue twisting mode when they pronounce that. That shi one is by far the hardest one. I've not even mastered it, and you probably already realise I'm in tongue twisting mode already. So it's shi. So shi, neutral. Shi, which is tone number 2. Shi, tone number 3. Shi, tone number 4. Now I'm just pointing in the direction of the tone. Neutral, I mean, tone number 1, a flat tone, I call that. Tone number 2 going up. Tone number 3, down, up. Tone number 4 comes down. And then tone number 5, which is neutral, so nothing. Neutral means you just pronounce the character how it's pronounced without tones. And that's normally used in repeated characters, which we'll look at in family members. For example, mum is mama, dad is baba, etc. And in China, of course, just like other Asian countries, Japan, Korea, Thailand, we distinguish between grandparents of each side. So it's complicated, and I'll do it for a family tree. Having said that, I hope that you like my suggestions and improvements, and I hope that you will like my upcoming videos, and that you will follow and subscribe and like my channel, because we hope to get 100k subscribers, don't we, by the end of at least 2 years, hopefully. And I definitely hope that you can follow me on social media. I've currently just put my own social media on there, but that will go, and I will link it to a page, social this, and updates, everything will go on there. So I'll see you on the 31st of March 2017 at 3 PM in the afternoon GMT. Bye bye.